What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Cold Bear Sports. Right, lads, we're back. Week off, feeling refreshed, absolutely needed it. 7.5 months tipping horses 7 days a week was about to drive me insane, but I had to work on some other stuff behind the scenes as well. So I got some other cool things done that we'll be implementing, and just trying to make Cold Bear Sports a better. Any way we can, just improve any way we can in every way. But anyway, it's all about picking as many good selections as we can, enjoying the racing, making some money, try and bash the bookies. And like I said, refreshed after the week off, but I did need it. I genuinely did. Just caught up with me. You know, I average 100 selections a month, and it's just insane. And your head just pops when you watch racing as much as I do. I can't sleep at night. I'm up till all hours of the morning taking notes and everything. So I needed the break, but we're back. We're going to, we had a tough couple of weeks on the service there. This month has been so fucking tough. Everything just going against us. But I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident that I'm about to kick these motherfucking bookies in the nuts. It was nice to pull back some winners today. Very interesting. We had 3 winners on the service today, so look, it's important to get them, especially after the bad run, but I'm feeling very optimistic now that I can really make inroads in the next throughout the end of the month and finish big. I have some nice notes now, and when some horses come out, let's get a big finish. Nice to tip up a horse actually at a nice price today in Ecstasy, 7-1. Went out, he was massive price. He drifted like a barge in Dundalk, and well, he was as big as 14-1 in the likes of William Hill and that, but I got him in Paddy Powers at 11-1. I couldn't understand the drift, because I'd marked him down as a horse that ran lovely on debut, but he just was too green to show anything. So I thought he was a next time out winner. The market then kind of frightened me, but then the bigger the price got, I kind of thought, no, fuck it. I know this is a good horse, so I went in and backed him at 11-1. Throughout the day. So yeah, look, when the drift, lads, make sure and take advantage of it. Don't let the bookies off the hook. If they do drift a lot, just take a bit of that action. You don't have to go mad, but just take a bit more, because it'll work in your favour in the long run always. So yeah, I went in and I gave them a good hiding at 11-1. So I'm happy with that, because it's been a frustrating time of it. But anyway, look, we bounced back with 3 winners. Another horse was very short. He had a non-runner was in the race, so he went off odds on, and he scraped home with a nice horse, and then the other horse bolted in by any distance on the bridle. Tipped him up around even, or 9-10, but he was some value at it. It was a 1-horse race. Went off odds on. But anyway, that's what it's about. So put the bad run of form behind me. Just one of those times, like, fucking, I'm tipping horses for 7.5 months, averaging 100 selections a month, and I held such a fucking consistent time, but we were always going to hit this bad run. But I'm back, and I know now that just keep doing what I'm doing, because I know what I'm doing. And you don't average on a bad month 25 winners. I average between 25 and 55. So let's hope that the good run comes now for the next 2 weeks. So I'm really working hard for everyone in the Patreon service for the next 2 weeks to pick up now where we left off and bash these motherfucking bookies, and I mean relentless, for the next 2 weeks. Any good selections that come, let's hope that luck and running stays with us, and we can get it done, because it has been very frustrating. But nice to bounce back with 3 winners today. Right, I have the lucky 15 for tomorrow. Some interesting horses. But a quick word on the lads. Hope you enjoyed Mickey D and Joe Value. Joe Value's coverage in Cheltenham. Some nice interviews with some great people as well. So really enjoyed that. And really some nice characters. We had a jockey, we had a legend, we had a bookmaker, and really interesting, and hope you enjoyed that. Mickey D as well, coming in there and supplying you with some nice winners, and unlucky as well with a big price horse. I thought he should have maybe won the other, well, not should have won, but if he had got maybe a better posse, he definitely would have won. He was kind of victim to where he was. He was out the back, but another couple of strides and he might have had a 20-1 winner there, lads, in Dundalk. Anyway, right, some nice winners today as well on the channel. Quick shout out to the boys, tipping up some nice winners again today. So that's it. You know what it is? Cold Bear Sports for all your best bets. Okay, Mickey D, I see I have to pay for someone's free bet. Anyway, whatever. If I have to pay for it, I have to pay for it. I think it is 2 winners, €1 each way lucky. If that is correct, I'll check with Mickey D. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll match the 2 selections if Mickey D can do it. If not, I'll do it in the morning. I'll go into the bookies. I'll do a €10 each way Acumm for the 2 winners as well in Mickey's competition. So I'll cover them 2 luckies. Both will get a €10 each way Acumm on them. I'll do that in the morning. Maybe I'll get into the bookies tomorrow and I'll do that for ye. Right, lads, so move on to tomorrow. Well done to whoever the 2 winners are. Mickey, I'm sure, will tell me. And we'll get you hooked up with a €10 each way Acumm as well for the both winners. Right. I have another lucky tomorrow, so let's get moving. The 240 in Ascot, Gaurd Your Dreams, definitely a horse on the up, coming in here off a career best, and that is the only reason why I think I have to stick with him, because the rest of them have a lot of questions to answer. You have Goshen, he's just a maniac, definitely like a really talented horse, but as far as, you know, I thought I had a screw loose, Jesus. He's just a nut. He's nuts, but he's very, very good. But he has to come back. I think Mickey D actually went from. He's definitely a horse of high potential, and the trainer is in form, and he's only a young horse, and he is better right-handed. He doesn't tend to do as much stupid shit right-handed. So if he bounces back, he's definitely a player. But I thought there's enough of questions to answer here. Song for Someone, the wheels actually fell off this horse last year after looking so good at Ascot previous to that. So look, obviously if he comes back to his best, he's a player, but I like the race setup. Goshen go forward, Song for Someone likes to go forward, and I think Gaurd Your Dreams can tuck in, and maybe him and Buzz will be the 2 main threats coming home. But I'm going to stick with him. There's only 2 places, but he is around the 8-1 mark, and he's the outsider of the field, and I think there's a few of them that if they don't come back to their best, he's a cracking bet. You know, like there is a chance Goshen and Song for Someone can get their careers back on track, but let's hope it's not tomorrow. Let's hope it's in a day or 2. And Gaurd Your Dreams came in off a very, very good performance, carrying a big weight against a horse that ran a mighty race until falling in the Paddy Power Chase as well, and a couple of other horses ran well that come out of that race. So Gaurd Your Dreams, a point, or not a point each way. First one in the lucky tomorrow. Although only 2 places, I think the price is fair enough for a horse off the back of a good performance. Right, the 235 a Haydock, and we'll throw in a 20-1 winner for you. Brinkley. Brinkley is an interesting runner for one reason and one reason only. He's David Pipe's selection in this race, and Tom Scudamore rides him. And he won't be far away. The record in this race is insane. He's only a 6-year-old. He looked pretty good at times, and he's only 6 pounds higher when he was a very good winner. Was it in Exeter or somewhere? I can't remember the track, but he was a very, very easy winner, and he's only 6 pounds higher. And I wouldn't be surprised if Brinkley can handle this mark of if it's 146 and run a massive race at 20-1. Then we're going to go to the 335 in Haydock. This is another frustrating race because there's only 2 places, but I feel like this horse, if there's one horse in this field that could kick these horses out of his way and the bookies in the nuts, it could be Empire Steel. So this horse is lightly raced, and if you ask me, I think he's a good horse. I do, and his first time back, he's only a 7-year-old, and if he's as good as I think he is, hopefully he can run a big one tomorrow on his return. And it's annoying because there's only 2 places, but sure, look, he'll fill the first spot. Right, Empire Steel, 335 a Haydock, young progressive horse, to hopefully take care of some horses that are backing up quickly, and others that have to bounce back from lackluster enough runs. Right, the 3 o'clock at Haydock, it's the big one. App plus Tard, 13 to 8 favourite. Definitely have to be with him. I made a point, Mickey D made a good point today. Mickey D says App plus Tard has been beaten twice on his comeback runs, and me also, Mickey, I had made that point to Joe as well the other day. I said, look, I backed App plus Tard the other day. I actually backed him, believe it or not. He was 5-2. I'm surprised he's so strong in the market. But then I said to Joe, geez, I think I'm after making a mistake, because he got beaten his first 2 runs this year, or his first time out the last 2 years. But Joe said, yeah, but he got beaten over 2 mile and he got beaten over 2.5 mile. And then that got me thinking. So I went through this race tomorrow, and no matter what way I look at it, App plus Tard's 2 runs over the staying trips, over the 3 mile and the 3 mile one. He's second in the Gold Cup and he's winning Punchestown. I just can't get away from him. I think now, looking back, because of the trips, it makes sense, because the last time he started back was 2 mile, he got beat, and 2.5 mile. But the 2 runs this lad has at this kind of trip will win this race, no problem. I know the grey horse is brilliant in Bristol and May, and he's going to be brilliant. App plus Tard, I think will take care of him tomorrow. I really do. The more I think of it, I think his level of form at these trips will do it. I know Mickey likes Next Destination. He's definitely interested for Paul Nicholls, but his form is far below App plus Tard. Waiting patiently is interesting for Christian Williams. He's been always well talked about, but he never really got to show how good he was. I think he was finicky enough with a few issues. Don't quote me on that, but I think he had his issues. But definitely an interesting runner. But the more I look at this race now and the more I dig into it, Clondalk Castle, don't think he's the strongest stayer at this. Chatham Street lad, I think he's exposed. Royal is a Peglum or whatever, the Venetia Williams horse might not, I wouldn't say he'd even run if it was good to yield and ground. They mightn't even run him. Who is the other one? Imperial Aura, definitely interesting. Bristol and May, back to defend his crown. But the more I look at the race, I think App plus Tard will win it. I just think his level of form, and with Joe making that good point to me the other day, because like Mickey I was worried about the return. But the more I look into it, I think he'll take care of this field and get the win. Right, so hopefully that's the each way lucky and the each way Acumm. It is annoying that there is only 2 places in 2 of the races, but hey, they're fair prices and they're progressive horses. However, normally, stake however you're comfortable, or a stake, just make sure in stake that if the 4 of them click, you can retire. All right, enjoy them tomorrow. Great to be back. Nice to finally get some steam rolling again on the Patreon service after a frustrating 2 weeks. But 3 nice winners today. And yeah, let's crush these motherfucking bookies. Enjoy that lucky 15. Well done to the 2 winners of Mickey's competitions. 2 each way Accums. I'm going to match as well for them lucky 15. So a tenner each way Acumm for the both of ye as well. Right, enjoy that. Thanks for all the support. And I'll tell you what, someone give me the funniest welcome back there in the chat tomorrow, and I'll pick out the comment tomorrow and I'll do a €50 free bet for you in the morning. So yeah, pick out something funny. Give me a funny welcome back. Call me names, make me laugh. It was a year ago. Actually, this race tomorrow that Brinkley's in, that was the race that I fell at the last. I had this race won tomorrow in Haydock before. I was 6 lengths clear and I fell at the last on a horse called Special Envoy. Anyway, however, yeah, someone make me laugh. Someone give me the funniest welcome back. Call me names, call Mickey names, call Joe names. Whoever puts the funniest comment in the back, I'll do a €50 free bet for you tomorrow. Right, time for cotton is over.